Welcome back, you guys, to the channel. So I caught this on camera early this morning. Now we're gonna go back to this right here. Now I circled them. Now, I'm always seeing some stuff over there, but you guys, that's standing out. It's definitely standing out. Now this is a video, and this mysterious fog came in early this morning, but if you pay attention where the fog lands, you're going to see some faces. You're going to see some beings pop in. I thought this was so cool. I was watching it, and check this out. They were on the move, you guys. I mean, not even 2 minutes after jumping on the camera, especially the one that I circled, it's like a little square plasma, and then it has like this darkness. I circled it. I'll circle it real quick right here. This one right here. That is new. I have not seen that before. And it definitely gave off some energy. And right after I felt the, energy from it, like almost instant, as soon as I connected with it, I hear a tap inside of my closet on the door. So, it's like, it could have been one of the, little spirits flying around, who knows. But, it was like confirmation for me, like it connected to me as well. I didn't feel nothing negative. Yesterday was an interesting day. Okay, very interesting. Because earlier yesterday I went live on TikTok and I got very emotional. I started talking about, my experience in the very beginning, and when they first brought me back to myself, because I was completely disconnected. And I remember waking up on the couch and just being present. It's like coming home after being gone for, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, that was, okay, I was 40 years old when that happened. So, I would say 35 years. Because I felt like I was 5 years old. And it was such a magical time, just to feel that again. Be home, be present. I did not know that I was that disconnected. Like, oh my gosh. I was extremely disconnected from myself. So, I started talking about that, and before I knew it, I was crying, and, it wasn't tears of sadness. It was a very healing cry, just getting back in touch with those emotions, and sorry guys, I'm cooking, and just, being honest, and that I'm not there anymore, and I talked about how I got there. I let go of everything. Like I wasn't attached to nothing anymore, not even religion. That's how all this started. Like I let go of everything I ever thought I knew or understood, and I just cried out with all my heart up to the sky, and I was like, whoever is responsible, whoever created me, like I need you. And it wasn't a one-time cry. I did that every single day for a couple of months until something happened, and that something that happened was us seeing the first ET. And I didn't shift I didn't shift the first time, but that would be the beginning of it. You know, once we moved in here, I'd say about 3 weeks, maybe a month after moving here. Like, I started getting sick as soon as we moved here. You know, I was having, I was allergic to the mold that was in the den. But we would not know that there was mold until like two years after being here. I didn't know what it was. But man, it almost took me out. You know, I was on the couch for 4 months. But anywho, it was during that time, you know, that, you know, it's like when you think you're getting ready to lose your life. Like, man, every day it's like, you know, I would just plead. Please, God, don't let me die. Please. Please. Like, I finally came back home to myself, and it was so much wonder and excitement and adventure and curiosity, and I had not lived in the present moment since I was 5 years old, you know. And so everything was beautiful. I started healing and life was good. I mean, God, it was. And then an army of angels came. And these angels consist of extraterrestrials, creatures, beings of light, just, so, you know, celestial form, ancient ones, solar deities. Like, oh my God, the list goes on. And it was so overwhelming, and I was terrified because I knew nothing of this. And everything I experienced, you know, I would share it with my son, or we were sharing it together. Check them out. They're up in the trees, you guys. You see the little eggs. But we would look into it. Sure enough, there would be information on it. So I turned to the public, and I remember hearing a spirit guide tell me, a light guide say, you can share videos, but leave the comments off. And I wanted people's, you know, I wanted the comfort. I wanted the reassurance that, hey, this is normal. You know, you're just very gifted or something. But I got the opposite. I got the backlash. And it really took me from that place that I was in. And so that's what I shared. And I ended up going outside afterwards. It was dark, and you know, I was going to go to the store, but I kept everybody on live. I said, you know, let's go to the back. And I noticed my security camera was on in the backyard. And so I'm looking, and I see this balloon-shaped head peek around the back of the garage. Scared the living crap out of me. I took off running. I screamed, and I ran. And I've seen those before. And it is around this time that they came. And it is the Arcturians. I apologize if I'm going too fast on the pictures, you guys. But, so, you know, I got pulled myself together, and I ended the live because I had to go pick up, you know, run some errands, what have you. And so when I came back, I had my youngest son come out to help me. And he was standing in the doorway. Sorry for the background noise. He was standing in the doorway, and I'm like, what are you doing? I need help. And he's like, there's a footprint on the porch. And I'm like, okay, you know. And so I'm like, did you step on it? You know, so I can see it. You know, he's making a big fuss about it. And he's like, no, I walked around it. He goes, did you come outside today without shoes on it? I'm like, he's like, barefoot? I'm like, no. And both my boys, their feet are big. Like, you know, they were 11 and 13. And I cannot walk around without shoes on. Like, I have nerve pain in my feet. So I'm like, even in summertime, you know, I might walk on the grass, but the rug was soaking wet on the porch because it had been raining. And I thought that was really odd because I had just left. And if there was a wet footprint, which you guys are getting ready to see, there's a video, you know, I would have caught that. It was not there before I left the house. And I was gone for maybe about 30 minutes. So I did a regular video, and I think I already uploaded it, but I got on the point I'm trying to make. You see, it's 3:55 a.m. I got home around 10:30. Y'all, that's like 6 hours later. Look at that footprint. It's still there. It's actually a total of 3. It looks like 3 of them to me. So the ones off to the left, like closer to the railing, the little wet spots you see, that's from our shoe prints. It's like drying. But there's this one solid footprint. And it's a bare foot. And yes, there's 5 toes. I know someone left a comment. It was like, there's 5 toes. Like, that's supposed to be human. If you've been following me in my content, you'll remember that I talk about humanoids. That I've seen, you know, ETs that are like human. They look just like us. But they come from different, you know, planets and stuff. But yeah, yesterday was amazing, but today was even more magical. I spent the entire day outside, you guys. Stay tuned. I got one more video for you guys.